Test, test, test. What's going on, yo? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. We got a few setups we're looking at right now. What's going on? I see you up in here. All right, new 15 just started. So decided to just push it back an hour because I went to the charts, looked at the news, and I was like, ain't nothing really going to go on. So we're going to see if we get some action going into this live. So when I sent the recap last night of how GJ turned out, which is what GJ was looking like, that thing retraced a little bit more, and then that thing fucking flew to the upside. That thing went absolutely insane. That thing went absolutely insane. So we're going to be looking for continued GJ buys. We're looking to see if we can take out these highs to the left because, again, we're holding this level as support as of now, but for the uptrend to continue, we still, let me turn this on a little bit. There we go. But for the uptrend to continue, still got a little bit of work to do. So with GJ, we're going to be looking for buys. The price can retest and maintain 195.45, 195.50 as support. Or if we can break above 195.95, 196 and hold that support, we can look for buys going back up to 196.35. For gold, we can look for possible sales here. Like we've been talking about all week. If price could hold us as support, we go for buys. Or we can hold us as resistance, we're going to go for sales. As you see here, price kept on bouncing back and forth. This is why I was waiting to see if price could break back above here or break below here. So if price broke below here, then nice drop. It's doing a retest. So we're going to see if we could hold and maintain this low as resistance. If we hold 32.82 as resistance, we're going to be looking for sales going down to 32.60. Then with G, we're going to look for possible buys. NAS not really going to mess with because NAS did a big ass move already for the day. So I'm not really going to mess with that. And remember yesterday, and I think even on Tuesday as well, remember I was telling you, you see G retrace. But as long as we can hold this low as support, we're still bullish. Where's my, here it is. Yeah, look at price. We tested. Right, so we maintain and hold 34.45 as support. We're still bullish. But I still want to see us break above and hold that next level before we go for a buy setup, though. So we got a little bit of work to do. We got a few news events today going off as well. We got Swiss franc and Euro holidays, right? We got a bank holiday for Swiss franc, France and German holiday. 8:30, we got USD news. 3 p.m., we got GBP news. So we had a couple news events today, some holidays. So we're going to be paying attention to these charts right here. Make sure you go ahead and like the live. Y'all subscribe if you're not subscribed already. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at these charts, drop them in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. Got a new 5 minute to pop up in a minute and some change. Those who join this stream, we have not took this trade. This is just a trade idea. Make sure to hit that second link in the description. Or is it the first one? Hit that link in the description. Go to free signal for Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month, last quarter. Go ahead and hit that link and check it out for yourselves. I gotta add some more levels on GJ, but I'll do that after the live's over. Let's see what we got going on here. What's going on, Webinar Productions? Good morning, bro. Please explain the difference between what you get with your advanced play signals and what signal, if any, get in a Playmaker University. Okay. So let's pull that up. Let's bring this over here really quick. So the signal room is different from Playmaker University, right? So we scroll up a little bit. I went over everything you get with Playmaker University. So before we go to Playmaker University, the advanced play signal room. Okay? The advanced play signal room, you get my signals, right? So whenever I take a signal, hold that thought. It's like I was trying to do something. Whenever I take a signal, you get that signal, you get my entry, the SL, the TPs. I walk you through the trade. I give you updates throughout the trade. And then every day, if we take a trade, I give you an update breaking down what's going on with the trade, what to look out for, as well as I send you other possible sets going into New York session, right? So it's literally just a signal service with a few more things to make sure you understand what's going on, help you understand why we're going for buys, why we're going for sells, but it's literally just a signal room. Now with the Vesplay signal room, you do get access to the student member group chat as well, but it's literally that. It's just a signal room, but I give out a lot of videos. I walk out through the trades, I give you updates through the trades, and I give you other stuff to look for going to New York session. But that's literally it. It's literally just the advanced signal room. You get access to a student member group chat, and then you get the New York price watches. Playmaker University is not signals. I actually teach you how to read the charts, right? I teach you how to read the charts. I teach you how to mark off my key price levels, right? Which is these blue and gold levels that you always see in the comments asking about. I teach you how to mark off these levels. I teach you how to enter and exit trades. I teach you how to trade news. I put my scalping strategy in there. I put my buy and sell limit strategy that I don't use at all in the signal room. I go over trade psychology, how to deal with wins and losses. I show you how to scale into trades. I show you how to never blow your account again. I show you how to double your account every month. And then you also get daily analysis and setup. So not only do you get in video format my full strategy, I also explain how to read the charts, and I give you everything else that nobody else gives you, right? Because all these other places, they might give you a strategy or indicator, but you're still lost in the sauce because you still don't know how to fucking trade. So I make sure you know everything. And then on top of that, you get the price action technical analysis playbook for free. And then you also get this book for free. And this goes over all the stuff it says right here: how to leverage risk, master discipline, never blow your account again, learn how to trust yourself while staying cool, calm, and collected. This is literally going over trading psychology. It has my trading plan in here. And like it says, it goes over all this stuff. It's called the Trader's Mindset, Mastering Psychology and Risk Management Playbook. So not only do you get all this stuff in video format, but then you also get access to the student member group chat. You get access to the daily analysis of setups, as well as a video I send every day that I call the New York price watch list. And that video I drop at the beginning of New York session, going over all the setups I would personally take going into New York session. I'd go over where I look for buys and sells at every day. I'll tell you what pairs I would look at, what pairs I would not look at. So not only do you get my full strategy, you learn how to read the charts, you get my trading plan, you get all the other stuff I listed, but literally every week, every day for the rest of your life, as long as you're still trying to trade, you get daily analysis setups. Not only do you get the strategy, but I literally help you find good setups every day to look for trades on. And then you also get access to student group chat. So that is the difference between the two, guys. Advanced play sitting room signals. You actually want to learn my strategy and learn how to trade and take setups on your own. That's where advanced play, the Plymouth University comes into play at. All right, so that's the difference between the two. Someone let me know if the audio is good, right? Because I don't got my AirPods with me, so I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Because I'd hate to have given that breakdown and nobody could have heard me. So make sure y'all can hear me good. Somebody let me know in the chat. We got a new 15 about to pop up in about 4 minutes. So again, we're going to be looking at possible gold sells. The gold can hold 32.84 as resistance. We're going to be looking for sells going back down to 32.62. 2-0 so far this week. 3-0 if you count the entry on GJ. But we took a GJ buy on Tuesday. We didn't take any setups on Monday. And then yesterday we took another GJ buy. Today we're going to be looking for 2 GJ buys, possible gold sells, and possible GU buys. That's what we're looking at today. Can I go over US30? Yeah, we're going to take a look at US30 in a second. I got you. Oh, yeah, and one other difference between the two, by the way, webinar productions, is Signal is a monthly thing. I mean, there is a lifetime yearly subscription as well for the Signal Room, but Playmaker University is just a one-time payment for lifetime, all that stuff. So that's another difference between the two. All right, so let's take a look at US30. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at your charts, drop them in the chat. So US30. So this is what we kind of got going on with US30. I appreciate letting me know audio is good. So we're bullish on US30 as well. I actually like US30 a lot more than NAS. The reason why I said I don't really want to trade NAS is because, again, look at the charts last night. Everybody be talking about Tokyo session is slow. There's no volume Tokyo session. Yesterday debunks all that shit. Every other day debunks all that. But that's another conversation for another time. But literally, like all the charts we was looking at yesterday, like when Tokyo session opened last night, or markets open, like price fucking flew. This blew through all my levels. I got to update my levels today after the live stream. But remember, yesterday we was talking about looking for buys. Remember, we was talking about buys on Tuesday as well as buys yesterday. Again, look at this. As soon as the market is about to reopen, boom. All right, we see 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Look at this. Crazy volume. Now it's consolidating, right? So now, when we go to London session, New York session, we got all this consolidation. So we're either going to see a retracement happen and then another push, or we're going to see price consolidate the rest of the day, or we're going to see a normally large candlestick. But again, this is why it's called the playbook. Watch the Sunday chart analysis. Price was not looking like this at the beginning of the week. Give me 1 second. All right. Watch that Sunday chart now. So I literally told y'all that even when price was looking like this, that we're bullish, especially if we break that level, hold it as support. Watch that video, right? All these people always talking about, oh, this is bar replay, or oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. The Sunday chart analysis debunks all that shit, because literally every week at the beginning of the week, I do the Sunday chart analysis, give my projections for the week. Look at all the charts when it's projected. Look at the week before that. Look at this week, right? It's Thursday. Tomorrow is the last day of the week. Watch the Sunday chart analysis. See how many charts are going as projected right now. See how many charts are going as projected right now. All right, it's called a playbook for a reason. But yeah, so that's why I'm not messing with NAS, because it's already did a big ass move for the day. So we're either going to see a normally large candlestick like this one, or we're going to see a bunch of wicks consolidation like we kind of see taking place right now. So that's why I'm really not messing with it. GJ's almost retested my level, so I'm really going to be paying attention to gold and GJ. I like gold for possible sales, and then I'm going to just continue to ride this wave on GJ. Right, we've been going 2 days straight going for buys. Let's make it 3 days. New 15 just popped up, so I do like this right here. I'm going to write up some trade ideas. But going back to US30 really quick, got a little sidetrack. So let's pull up US30 again. So looking at US30, we are bullish, but as you can see, we have a lot more room to move than NAS100, right? We see here. This is what I mean by like correlated pairs don't always mean they're going to be doing the exact same thing, right? We can see on the bigger time frames completely different market structure. NAS100 made a new higher high. US30 has not made a new higher high yet, right? So with US30, but when we go into the smaller time frame, we see that looks very similar. So again, this is why you always have to still do a proper top-down analysis and not just blindly jump into trades. But that's besides the point. It's another conversation. So with US30, you can retest and maintain 42,530 as support. You can look for buys going to 42,760. All right. If it fails to hold as low as support, it could try to retrace and retest 42,320, because as you can see here, it never really turned this level into support. It just broke through it and came back to this level above this level. Okay. You can also look for buys if we can hold 42,780 as support, going to 42,920. All right. But I wouldn't look for sales on US30. We're bullish. We're in the middle of making a higher high. So we just got to break this high to the left for the uptrend to continue. That's what's going on US30. I wouldn't look for sales unless we break below 42,000 and hold that as resistance. But that's what's going on with US30. Yeah, I like how gold is looking. I can't lie. I like how gold is looking. Again, we do got some news events today. We got a couple bank holidays, and we got some news events today. We got 8:30 USD news, 3 p.m. GBP news. But I'm liking how gold and GJ are looking. I'm liking how these are looking right here. Can't lie to y'all. Can't lie to y'all. Make sure to like the live, y'all, if you haven't already, and subscribe. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. We're just hit 3,600 subscribers. Let's get to 3,700, y'all. Let's see what we got going on here. It's not ignorance, dumb questions here unless you're asking me, But as far as like trading goes, there's no dumb questions. You don't know what you don't know. It says part of my ignorance, blue versus yellow horizontal lines are the colors related to group by zones. These are my key price levels. These are the levels I always will enter and exit off of. These are my key price levels. And the reason why these are my key price levels I enter and exit off of them is because, again, look how price reacts when it reaches these levels. So when you understand how to read the charts on top of you have these key price levels marked off, it's literally a cheat code, because not only do you understand the rules of price, but you're always prepared for the next push or the next rejection. So when you have these key price levels marked off and you do everything else I talk about in the playbook, it's literally impossible to lose long term. It's literally impossible to lose long term, which is why we average 90% win rates on a weekly, monthly, and quarterly basis. So again, y'all, GJ can hold 195.45 as support. We're gonna look for buys, come back up to these highs right here. And then the gold can hold 32.86 as resistance. We're going to be looking for sales going down to 32.60. That's what we're looking at right now. So I'm just watching this. Just want to see how it reacts here. Either it's going to retest or try to push back up. Gold just did a nice retest, so I do like this for a sell setup. And we see lower lows getting made. We see support levels getting broken, turn to resistance. We just got this level of traffic we have to break. Like we're going to have to hold 32, 36 as resistance for the downtrend to continue. So that's what's going to happen. But I'm looking for sales here nonetheless. I'm looking for buys here nonetheless. Key market order price point for US30 on a clear chart and go over it. I just went over US30. Yeah, so if you missed it, just rewind. I went over US30. So with the universe, not only do you show step-by-step your trade strategy, but you go over what you see as potential trades each day, etc., which obviously is better than just signals. Exactly. I'm glad you said that because for some reason, people don't understand, right? Like, I'm so glad that you understand that because I've been trying to get people to get that and they don't understand that, right? Because again, if you just want to copy my trades, that's what the signal is for. But all the other stuff in my other programs are to actually help people that actually want to trade or learn how to trade. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I do that. It's just like with in the signal room, right? Like if I call a winning trade, I'm not going to call another trade the same day because I already won. You know what I'm saying? But let's say that you missed that signal or you want to find another setup. That's where the analysis comes into play because again, like I do want to teach, but that's why I started this YouTube channel. That's why I started Instagram and TikTok. By the way, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram playmaker underscore way, TikTok underscore playmaker way underscore. Post every day on both pages. Because I generally do want to teach people, but some people don't want to learn, right? Which is completely fine. But that's why I do it like that. So like y'all can see the method to the madness, but also to help train y'all to look for setups, trust your analysis, as well as my analysis, and gain confidence to take setups, right? Because I don't just teach you how to fish. I take you to the lake, the ocean, wherever the fuck you like to fish at. I take you there. I bring you a rod and my rod. I show you the whole process of how to put the line together, how to put the bait on, how to cast into the water, the whole process, how to catch a fish. And then I catch the fish and I give you that fish. And then after I walk you through how to fish, not only did I give you the same fish I caught that day, but I teach you how to continue to fish. You get what I'm saying? So I'm so glad you said that because I've been trying to get people to understand that's the purpose of doing that. So we were like, oh, don't just call signal stuff like that. I'm like, the signal is something different. Like, you want to actually learn, the best ways to learn is by getting reps. You got to get your feet wet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad I said that. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Because you did it. All right, so I like gold right here. So I like gold and GJ. I like both of these right here. Just dropped a new video yesterday for y'all. Make sure to check that out after the live. Those just joined the stream, we have not into this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. Y'all see on our screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When you look at your charts, drop them in the chat. I'll catch you to the chat in a second. Just writing some trade ideas up. Again, this is why I dropped the video on for the weekly recap, because again, there's no difference between this week and last week. The only difference is volume, right? You have a lot more cleaner volume, cleaner news happening. But even with this, there's still those periods of consolidation. Like I said, I was just talking to a member about this on the one-on-one session yesterday. That's just a part of the game, right? Retracements are part of the game. Consolidation is part of the game. Low volume is part of the game. Uptrends are part of the game. Downtrends are part of the game. It's all part of the game. Like it or love it, it doesn't matter. You just got to accept that is how price is, right? Price isn't going to always just be. It's just like I always like to bring up the stock market and crypto, right? Now everybody's happy about Bitcoin again because it made all-time highs. But I'm not going to say I was the only person, because I'm not the only person, but I was one of the main people that was telling y'all to keep buying, to not freak out, and all that stuff. And now everybody's like, oh my God, Bitcoin, crypto, oh, the stock market. But I was telling y'all there's a difference between crashing and retracing. But a lot of people don't understand that difference because, again, a lot of people don't read the charts. They just follow news or daily percentages, and they just, I don't fucking know what people are doing, but you got to learn how to read the charts. Doesn't matter if you're long-term investing, short-term investing, trading, you got to know how to read the charts. You got to. Yes, I like this right here. So anyone took the y'all should be slightly in profit. Yeah, I like how gold is. That's who this next 15 looks like. This next 15 pops up. Let's see what else we got going on here. You have gold moving, goes on the move. Hey, let them know, Jaheim. Let them know. And you did not lie. No, you good. You good. You're good. Yeah, I'm always gonna respond to all messages, y'all. I just go down the list in order, but I also have to watch the charts. There's some stuff going on my other screen, as well as, you know, I got type of potential setups for the sitting room as well and all that stuff. So just multitasking, but I always respond to all messages. I got y'all. We ain't got 1,000 people up in here, so I can definitely still manage to answer everybody's questions. Yeah, I like how you might jump into one of these this next 15. I like what I see. Gold's already starting to move GJs as well. And it tapped as well a little bit. It's not a good entry point. Yeah, again, watch the Sunday chart analysis. The whole time I'm like, I can't lie, when this shit was posted Sunday, I ain't got a time machine. I can't go back and edit this and act like I said all this 2 days ago, but I said on Sunday. Like, watch the Sunday chart analysis. I'm telling y'all, hit that first link in the description. Watch the Sunday chart analysis. Go to GJ. See what I said about GJ at the beginning of the week. We was all the way down here, and I said what? I said we are looking for buys. We're still in the uptrend. Look what price has done literally all week. Pushed up, and now we're right back to these previous higher highs. And we was down here, ranging for 2 weeks. Look at this. It's called the playbook for a reason. Right? That's why I'm like, I don't know. Like when people be asking me certain questions, I'm like, I don't know what else you want me to do. Like I literally be giving weekly projections at the beginning of the week before New York session even opens, before London session even starts. It should be going as projected the whole week. I don't know what else I got to do to show y'all that this shit is the truth. I don't know. You know, those that got eyes see, you know what I mean? But we really do this shit. Man, that's why I always be telling you. That's why when I do the weekly recaps, I purposely respond to the Sunday chart now because I want y'all to watch this shit so y'all can see that we really do this shit over here, right? So even though it is Thursday, still watch it so you can see what it was looking like at the beginning of the week, see my projections, and see how price has been going far this week. All right, new 15 just popped up. GJ didn't tap that level, but slowly doing this thing. I like gold right here. Put trigger on one of these. Keep going. So, GJ, whoops. GJ didn't exactly tap this low. Now, to be fair, it hit this level here, but didn't hit my key price low, which is why I didn't take the trade, which is completely fine. I like gold right here, so I'm watching this. We might jump into this. Man, Monday completely threw off my my sense of time for the week. Man, I thought yesterday was Tuesday for some reason, but that's because I didn't trade Monday. So I thought for until I did the recap of yesterday, I thought yesterday was Tuesday for the entire day. And I was like, no, shit, tomorrow is Thursday. As far as how we're doing this week, you can check that out by hitting the first link in the description as well. We're 2-0 this week. Took a nice trade on GJ. So we caught 41 pips when market closed, but when market reopened, did a retest, and then fucking exploded to the upside. So I'm gonna do the update today on that. So we caught way more than 41 pips on that. And then on Tuesday, we caught this GJ setup, which was a nice 1-4. I'm 1-3, almost 1-4. Risk ratio. I mean, whatever you risk, you would have made 3, or you would have got up here, you would have made 4 times that amount. All right, so you would have risked $100, you could have made $400. You would have risked $1,000, you could have made $4,000. So, and then on Tuesday's trade, we caught 115 on that, as well as it being 1-4. And then we did Monday. As far as how we did last week, we went 3-1-4-0 last week. Again, make sure to watch that video because last week was super low volume, so it was a little bit different than most weeks. So make sure to watch that video. I break all that stuff down. The week before that, we went 5-0. And the week before that, we went 4-1. So that's how we're doing this month so far. All right, then we went 5-0 the week before that. As far as how we did last month, as you can see on the screen, we went 16-1, giving us a 94% win rate for the month, catching a total of 68,765 pips. You can see this by scrolling to May 2nd. Click right here. It's going to take you to the beginning of the month. You click right here. It's going to take you to the beginning of the month. So right here, you can see how we did the month prior to that. So you keep clicking these, it's going to take you back on a month-by-month basis. The weekly recaps will take you back on a week-by-week basis and all that good stuff. But as far as how we ended quarter one, if you scroll down to, did I do it at the beginning? I think I did it at the beginning. Yeah, so I think I did it at the beginning. So we're going to go back in time a little bit. Here we go. You go to April 2nd, you can see how we ended quarter one. January, we went 17-3. February went 14-1. March went 13-1. Ended the quarter 44-5, and it was a 90% win rate. Giving 155,237 pips. So again, we really be doing this over here, y'all. We absolutely are killing this year. We're just picking up where we left off last year. Again, you can see how we did quarter four last year, 41-4, 91% win rate. You can literally go all the way back to 2022 and see we've been literally doing this since 2022, averaging high 80, high 90% win rates literally since 2022. All right, so we've been doing this for 3 years on the dot, actually. We started this in May. All right, so 3 years on the dot, we've been doing this. Let's be honest. So, you go to where it says subscribers, you scroll down to photos. There's over 1,600 photos, 3 years worth of receipts. You can see screenshots of positions, screenshots of signals, student results, testimonials, all that good stuff. We got students having $500 days, $9,000 days, $300 days, literally anything, everything, right? Because at the end of the day, it depends on your account size, how much you're risking, all that good stuff. But literally everything is data time to document it. Literally can't make none of this stuff up, y'all. That's what I'm going to do today. I do got to drop a stock video for y'all, give y'all some updates. All right, because it's been a little while since I gave you some updates on the stocks we've been talking about. But y'all should be up on all the crypto we've been talking about, as well as the stocks. But I'm going to give y'all an update. I dropped the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana update the other day for y'all, so make sure to check that out. But I got to do a stock update for y'all. So yeah, GJ's pushing. It's fine. It retested, but not all the way tapped it. But I could have went for the trade there if I wanted to. But again, like when you're up for the week, I'm a little bit different, especially from when I was when I first started trading, right? Like when I'm up for the week, the more I'm up for the week, the pickier I am with my setups. Versus the more I'm up for the week, the more aggressive I am with my setups. And the reason why I'm pickier is because again, the goal of trading isn't to catch every candle. So the goal of trading is not to catch every home run or try to make home runs. The goal is to grow your account, right? So I just had 2 successful trading days. I've had a successful trading month, back-to-back successful trading weeks. The last thing I want to do is do dumb shit to hurt my profits. You get what I'm saying? So that's also why, and because I'm already so up for the week, especially after what last night did, that gives me even more reason to not be in a rush to take sales, because like it's like, all right, what is there to miss? I'm already up, already eating. So anything from this point is just even more money. So that's the same mindset y'all should have when it comes to this trading stuff, right? You just got to be patient. It's all about high probability, high quality setups. It's all about patience. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop in this bad boy right here. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up. And then, y'all, we do got some news today. Got USD news at 8:30, 3 p.m. We got GBP news. I got to double check my schedule, but I think I'm gonna go live today with the members during the news today. Especially because we didn't go live yesterday because I was busy. So we're gonna go live today during the 8:30 news. Break down the trades we took this week. See what the price does during the news, and just to show you, like always, that news is not scary. So that's another thing, webinar, like the lives we do during New York session, I do them during New York news events, right? Because I debunk that as well. Like it's like I said before we go, I teach you how to trade news, because that's another big misconception, right? There's a lot of misconception when it comes to trading. Like one, that Tokyo session is just no volume Tokyo session, which I just don't understand how people can say that. When you look at a chart, every other day there's moves happening Tokyo session, right? Like every session has their low volume periods, but to say that, to chop up a whole session to just being choppiness, that's ignorant. I'll just say that, right? So I go over that, and then we go live during news events to show you that news is not scary, and that news days, only difference between a news day and any other day is just the chance of that volume spike during the news event. But at the end of the day, the price is still going to follow the rules of price, news event or not a news event. You get what I'm saying? But we do got news at 8:30, so I'm probably gonna go live with the members during that, chop it up a little bit, see if we get some action. Because that FOMC was kind of anticlimactic. It didn't really do anything. But that's another thing. Not every high impact news event is going to do something. You know what I mean? So that's why, it'd be crazy when people be like, "Oh, it's a news event today, so I'm not going to trade all day." Fuck Tokyo session. Fuck London session. Fuck New York session before the news. Fuck New York session after the news. Because at one time, because I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know news was going to do what news did. I fucked up. So now I'm traumatized and never going to trade news again. Now, I'm not saying this to say to trade news. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it, right? If you're not comfortable with the setup, don't take a setup. But I'm just saying that a lot of stuff isn't what it is. But again, a lot of this fear comes from lack of understanding. That's the whole point of universities. You gotta understand everything, right? Like I can look at any chart, explain to you what's going on, why it's doing what it's doing, and what we can see happen today, the whole week. And that's because I figured out how to read the charts, understand the rules of price, and I just stick to it. Now, obviously, we can't control price, but understanding the rules of price, we're able to figure out what price is most likely going to do and what to do with what price is giving us. You know what I'm saying? But I'll never sit here and act like, snap my fingers and price is going to do what I do. That's just not how it works. Let me see what G is up to. The reason I haven't really been talking about GN besides like on Tuesday is because GN is still struggling. It's kind of the same situation as gold, where depending on what side of the coin it lands on, we can either see the uptrend continue or the downtrend come into play. Which is again why I'm not really talking about GN, because the goal is to go for high probability, high quality setups. And right now, GN is not a high probability market conditions. I don't like how it looks. Let's see what we got going on here. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. When we're looking at the charts, drop in the chat. Agree. Appreciate that. Yo, Magician, I just stumbled across your page last week and been locked in and watching. I've gotten burned too many times for these frauds out here. And did that message just end? I don't see the rest of it. Okay. I'm impressed by your chart analysis. You're running left around these people. I appreciate that. Yeah. That's why I've been a lot more aggressive this week with the content, because I'm like, enough time's passed. Right, it's time to take over. But I did chill out for like a good year, so I am a little bit behind as far as like growth and stuff, and that's because the haters, they did what the haters do, right? I kept on getting banned and reported and all that shit. So I started to really just, chill for a little bit. I was like, it's all good. I'm just gonna trade. But I just got tired of seeing like terrible advice again. So I was like, I got reminded why I started to play book. And that's why I do what I do, right? Because for those that don't know, right, I paid for a bunch of different courses myself. I fell for, the quote unquote pyramid schemes, the Iron Academies, all that good stuff. I've been there, done that. So I get why there's a lot of skepticism, but it's like at the same time, like maybe skepticism, but like people still be falling for shit. Like there's pages right now where people do zero teaching but charge thousands of dollars and people will pay them, but they do zero teaching. They'll just post videos of them, whether it's on live or demo. Okay, y'all probably seen them, whether they're on live or demo accounts. Literally all their content is them just taking trades. Don't know if it's live or demo account. They're not breaking down anything. They're not teaching anything. But because they know how to open up a broker, hit buy or sell, motherfuckers are impressed. They're like, okay, well, I'm gonna charge you. I'm gonna pay this person $1,000 to teach me something they have not even shown me they know how to yet, let alone teach, right? Which is insane to me, right? Because I literally give hella shit away for free, as well as I walk y'all through the shit, show y'all that what I'm talking about makes sense, and then I charge y'all less. Y'all get a way bigger return on investment. But people will still be like, oh, you're show P&Ls. I'm like, so I just broke down from start to finish this whole chart for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You blinked 3 seconds after I finished my spiel, folks will be like, oh, but show us a P&L. I'm like, y'all are so lost in the sauce. I'm like, y'all be so worried about getting scammed, but you only are looking for shit that will get you scammed. Like I literally saw this. There's this dude. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna hint because I don't want y'all to get lost in sauce. There's this dude. All he does is post same clips of him in his quote unquote penthouse saying, thanks trading, thanks stocks, shout out to stocks, shout out to trading. No trading content, no breakdowns, no trading, no free game. Literally all his videos are just him in his house about trading. And this dude, I thought he was doing a lifetime thing. And the reason why I know is because I'm in certain spaces, so I know certain things, right? So this dude's charging $1,000. I thought that was for his lifetime. I was like, $1,000 lifetime, that's still kind of crazy, but I've seen worse. No, this motherfucker's charging $1,000 per month, and people are paying that. And again, showing none of this stuff, right? People will charge just to do what I'm doing right now, which is going live. I go live every day for free. I give setups for free. And I say all that to say to just put things into perspective, right? Because people come to me about certain stuff. I'm like, I don't think you understand that in this space, people do not do the shit I do. Like, they don't have to do the shit I do for free. They charge for simply just going live right now. Trade breakdowns, they'll charge for that. They only do trade breakdowns behind the scenes. So that's why I'll be like, y'all gotta realize, like, I do all this shit for a reason. Like, I could charge a lot more, but the reason why I started a playbook was to help people, right? So that's why I got the signal room for people that just want to take signals, get a feel for winning, see that's possible to win. But that's also why I teach, because when I was first figuring out day trading, that's all I wanted. I was like, I had no issue paying for. Like I said, I paid for like 3 different courses. They're a waste of money, of course. I was in like 2 different signal room groups. Made a little bit of money, but I still wanted to learn or understand shit. And every time I asked questions, nobody would tell me. And I just realized, like, a lot of motherfuckers don't know shit, or they want to tell you just enough, but still want you to depend on them. And I was like, I'm trying to actually learn shit. So I had to learn the hard way, unfortunately, and that cost me literally like over $30K. in a year, but I made that all back plus more. But that's why I started the playbook, because once I figured it out, I realized how simple it was. I was like, this shit's crazy. It can't be this simple. But then I'll start to see, just like now on my social media, like, you know, trading videos. And then I used to comment on the people's pages like, that's not like you see like losers on the internet be on their pages, like, you know, saying just dumb shit. But I was like, you know, like, this is, you know, this makes a lot more sense, or you should do it like this, or that doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? And then people are like, "Oh, you're just being a hater. You're just jealous." I'm like, "Yes, I'm jealous of the dude that's name that's 3 letters, and it's a racist piece of shit. Yes, I'm jealous of that dude. No, I'm not jealous of these people. I'm just trying to help people." But I realize that me under people's comments, they're just going to see me as some dude or some random person hating. So that's why I started the playbook and all that shit, to show people that one, trading is simple. It's not as complicated as people make it seem, and that you can actually do a lot of shit people say you can't do, right? Like, like an 80% win rate, 9% win rate is not unheard of. It's not crazy. Back in the day, people used to be like, "No, there's no way you're doing that." I mean, I literally just had a video like 2 weeks ago where somebody was like, "It's literally impossible for you to achieve a 94% win rate last month. That's literally impossible. There's no way you did that." And I'm like, I'm showing you right in your face the documentations, and all you got to do is, you know, go back in time to fact check. But people are so conditioned by all this stuff, by these Google statistics, like only 99% of people fail. Like, you gotta realize, if you think 99% of traders are unsuccessful, you are out of your fucking mind, bro. The world, you're out of your mind. If you think only 1% of traders are profitable or successful, you're out of your mind. Like, that is the most skewed. That's the, like, you, like, I don't even know, like, how do you even pull that statistic? Like, that statistic makes zero fucking sense. There's no way you're telling me that only 1% of traders are, so, like, there's no way you're about to convince me of that shit. That shit makes zero fucking sense. There's no way. I stand on that. There's no way you're telling me only 1% of traders are successful. That's fucking, you're not telling me that, right? Just like people, I was like, you can't convince me that moving your trade to break even is the thing to do. Like, I was against that as well. I'm like, you can't tell me that moving your trade to break even is the thing to do. I'm like, you're not even going to secure any profits. I'm like, there's just so much shit that people just run with because they see a bunch of people say it online. It's just like any other space, right? It's just like, it could be gaming spaces, fucking technology spaces, fucking dating spaces, the same shit, just different niches. And it's like certain hive mentalities or certain things or stigmas people just repeatedly say and copy and paste, but it's like, does that even make sense? Like, when you sit back, does that even make sense? You know what I mean? It's just like news. Like, I say this all the time. Like, I said this last week to a member in a one-on-one session, and I say it all the time. Like, bro, I got $5,000. I'll say this to y'all right now too. I got $5,000 right now for anybody that can tell me 3 jobs they worked at that when New York news popped off, 9:30, 8:30, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., that your manager came to the office or the workspace, wherever the fuck your job's at, right? I'm like, I got 5 bands for anybody that can name 3 jobs they personally worked at, where when news events are popping off, your manager came out, "Oh, guys, hold up. Powell's about to speak. Click, let me turn the TV on. Everybody, open up your brokers. Check your investments. Get ready to buy and sell." That's not how fucking shit works. Everybody works during New York session. So how the fuck is this person reading a piece of paper that they just got printed out and handed to them 15 minutes ago, making the market? Like, I'm like, I gotta start thinking. Like, when you really start thinking about certain shit, you realize a lot of shit don't, like, people talking about niggas no fucking sense. Right? A lot of shit in the streets make no sense. Like, really think about it, like, a lot of shit that's going down people's mind makes zero sense. I went on a little tangent. I'm just passionate about this shit, bro. That's why I be yapping for a little bit. I'm just passionate about this shit. Let's see, GBPJPY and 30. GG analysis is still the same. If we can hold 195.45 support, we're going to be looking for buys going to 195.90, possibly as high as 196.35. We're looking for buys nonetheless over here, though. Got a nice higher high made. We just need to hold this low ass support that we're currently at. We need to break this high that we rejected last night. I'm looking for buys. Let's see what else we got up in here. Looks like your aesthetic, everybody on here flashing extra moves and how I relate. Definitely in touch. So I'll be on the lookout for that. And like I said, like I can show stuff like flashing stuff, but like that doesn't show that I know what I'm doing, right? So that's why I do things a certain way. Like I said, like I know how to go viral. Like I run social media pages and Instagrams, TikToks, and YouTubes outside of trading, and I go viral all the time. And I help other people go viral all the time. So I know how to go viral. It's just in the trading space, like sometimes going viral isn't what you want because I want traders in my community, right? I don't want to have a bunch of people that think trading is like some get rich quick scheme or like, you know, in 1 month they're going to be on yachts or some shit. Like I don't want people to have that mindset because as soon as the slightest inconvenience happens, they're going to get upset, and I don't got time for all that, right? So that's why I do things a certain way too, because I literally want to only attract people that want to learn how to trade or understand what trading actually is. You know what I mean? And I want to teach people like that. So that's why I do things a certain way I do it. Bro. Thank fuck you said it. You know, supposed to be getting 50% of profitable trades are not even known. So how do they get the stats? Exactly. Like this shit be blowing my mind. But people just be running with it. That's why like there's a lot of people that got to go outside and touch grass. And like I said, it's not just the trading space. It's any niche, any space is the same thing. There's always those people. Right? There's always those people that just they live through other people, or they're just statistic motherfuckers. Like I ain't saying statistics don't have a purpose, but like there's people that literally make all their decisions based on statistics instead of like actual personal experiences. And it's like that's not how life works. It's like the people that be like, especially like in like the dating community space, that shit is just it's just disgusting. Like I can't even do that shit. But it's like those people that be like, you know, all women like this or all men are like this. I'm like, I gotta go outside, let the sun hit your face because y'all gotta live in reality. You know what I mean? It's the same thing in trading. Like that's why I said like there's no way you can tell, like there's no way you can pull those stats. There's no way you can pull those stats. That's what I'm like, I don't know where these people are getting these numbers from. It's just like Tokyo session. Like literally every other day, I see somebody posting trash in Tokyo session. And I'm like, are y'all not seeing what I see? And don't y'all be on smaller time frames than me? So how y'all not seeing moves happen during Tokyo? I'm like, I'll be so confused. Like, where did this thing that Tokyo sessions got no volume? Like, where is this thing coming from? Like, now granted, like it was like a Monday, you're trying to trade fucking. I can't even say that because that's like every trade, every pair has its moments where in each session there's volume. Every session has their times where there's no volume, high volume. Yeah, but you know, that's why I started this YouTube shit, because once I figured out trading, there wasn't really people to talk to. Like when I was working and shit, I'll tell people about it. And like everybody I worked with knew I traded. I was one of those people. Like I made it so popular. Like I used to sell Medicare, Medicaid. So I was in the office. I used to have like everybody, not everybody trading, but like ask me questions getting into it. This is when I was just starting to get profitable. I quit one of my jobs and part-time income trading. I still had a full-time job at the time, but I went from working 2 jobs 6 days out the week to being able to quit one of those 2 jobs, make part-time income with trading, and then work a full-time job. And then I was able to quit both of those and do what I do now. You get what I'm saying? But like, back in the day, man, like everybody knew I was that trading motherfucker that they even banned it at my job. I came into work one day, trading views banned all computers. I was like, God damn it, bro, why you trying to let me shine? I even had some people from my old jobs hit me up. Some people actually learned how to trade from me from my old job, funny enough. Other people took signals. Some people just ain't do shit right. But, you know, like people know me in real life, especially before I started this YouTube shit. Like, I was that trading dude. Like, that's all I did was talk about crypto and trading. Right? Like, if I left the house, I still was trading, like, or studying. Like, it did not matter. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I was on the charts. It didn't matter. Like, people wanted me out the house. I'm like, look, just know I don't be on these charts. Motherfucker want me to come to pull up to a house party. All right, cool, pull up to the house party. You know what I'm saying? I got a cup in one hand, my other hand, looking at the charts. Right? When my girls want to see me, okay, I'll see you for a little bit, but I just look at dudes on charts. You know what I mean? Like, so I've always been that motherfucker. And people are like, they see me now, they're like, you're actually doing that trading shit now. Like, you're actually doing that full time. Like, yeah, like you're actually doing that full time. I'm like, yeah. You thought I was joking? I told you I was gonna figure this shit out. Now, I ain't gonna ever sit here and act like I'm rich. I ain't rich, but you know, I can do what I want. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I started trading. But most of my money, I'm taking a lot more serious now, especially on the investment side. Like, I'm investing heavily into my future now, because I ain't gonna lie, like, my first year profitable, I did blow some bags. I ain't gonna lie, because it was like a celebration. Because, you know, again, for like 2 years, 3 years, I was busting my ass trying to not just figure investing out, but like just working hella. So like when I figured this shit out, I was like, I rewarded myself. I was like, bro, I'm gonna sit back, relax, travel. I blew a lot of money my first year. Then my second year, I was like, okay, let me chill out. Let me actually work on growing these accounts. And then this year, I'm like, yeah, I'm still compounding, but I'm thinking longer term now. But, you know, I had my fun. Definitely had my fun. But yeah, the markets look like they're just kind of chilling right now. Again, we got GDP news at 3 p.m. and then at 8:30 we got USD news. Barely missed TP1 and gold. G just still kind of chilling. If I US30 go to retest that level. Yeah, so with the news, especially 8:30 news, if we don't see any action between now and like 6 a.m., price might just be kind of consolidating and chilling up until 8:30. So do keep that in mind for those on the charts. That's just usually how high impact news events go, especially like during the New York session. Like, there's gonna be, it's just like yesterday, right? We caught a nice setup, and then at 12 o'clock, that's when price started to slow down, and then it's all there, right? So we got a setup before the news, and then after the news, price was kind of dead. The markets woke up, volume kicked in, right? So that's just kind of how things go, right? Price was dead all day. So then when the next day when markets open, Tokyo session, volume kicked in, right? Price was dead. Next session. So this is kind of how it works, right? Like I said, it's just the cycles. Right? That's just how price works. Price is going to always forever pump. Price isn't going to always forever dump. Because at the end of the day, these aren't just random candlesticks. These aren't just random numbers. These are real currencies. These are real stocks. These are real things. You know what I'm saying? Like when we look at US30, for example, it says 42,550. That's just not a random number. That's how much US30 is currently worth, right? So when we actually understand what we're doing here, that's why I always say, like, you got to understand what we're doing here. This is investing. That's why I always stress that. Because when you understand what we're doing, you're going to start moving accordingly. But you come to trading thinking It's a get rich quick scheme. That's why people be like, oh, trading is gambling. I'm like, no, trading is not gambling. You are gambling, right? That's why people are like, oh, trading is risky. No, trading is not risky. You are just being risky. Right? But when you come to trading, understand what we're doing here, right? And I talk about this all the time with the members and students. What would happen if price was just to forever shoot up, no retracements, no consolidation, no reversals? Or what would happen if price was just to forever shoot down, no retracements, no corrections, no consolidation, no reversals? Nothing would be stable. The economy would crash. The markets would crash. So when people complain about manipulation in the markets, yes, there's manipulation, but at the same time, there's got to be manipulation. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how the shit works. You know what I'm saying? It's just how the shit. And like I said, like it, love it, or hate it, don't matter. You just got to accept it. Like I always talk about, it's like how the saying goes, don't hate the player, hate the game. Like, don't be mad at the rules of the game, but still want to play the game. Just don't play the game if you don't like it, or learn the rules of the game. Stick to the rules. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was trading, I heard all that same shit too. Lions, tigers, bears. You know, the campfire stories where these hedge funds are selling and these brokers are selling your entries and SLs to these people because yes, these $1 million and $1 billion corporations, they are fiending to make y'all blow your $5 to $100 accounts. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, a lot of this shit, I'm like, bro, like a lot of this shit, I just didn't fall for it. I'm like, this shit don't make no fucking sense. Like I'm like, you're telling me at the time my $300 account, these motherfuckers are so thirsty to make me blow my $300 account. Don't worry about it all me. Right? Like a lot of this shit, like I talked about this with one of the students yesterday during the one-on-one. So a lot of this shit is just excuses people make to make themselves feel better. Right? Yes, I counter trend traded. Yes, I FOMO'd in and chased the big juicy candlestick going one direction. Oh, why does trade go the other way? Not because I counter trend traded, not because I went for a reversal. It's because fake out liquidity sweep, or because the bulls just came into the markets. It's like, no, you fell for a fake out liquidity sweep because you were trying to go for sales in the fucking uptrend. But instead of understanding that, they want to blame the markets for everything. The buyers just came in. That's what happened. The sellers are strong right now. I'm like, bro, no, it's not why. It's not why your stop loss got hit because the bulls just came into play out of fucking nowhere. That's not why your stop loss got hit, dude. Why your stop loss didn't get wicked because they sold your entry in SL to some girl hedge fund. That's not why your stop loss got hit. Right? So when I started, instead of going to that side, I was like, no, I'm doing something wrong. Right? If I'm going online, and whether these are demo accounts or live accounts, I'm seeing people make money the same day as I'm losing money. And also have glass full mindset. If I'm losing, if I just lost money on this trade, that means I could have made money if I went the other direction, or if I could have made money if I did something correct. So it became my mission to figure out what the fuck was going on and what I was doing wrong, instead of chalking it up to, it's just manipulation, or there's nothing you can do about it. You can't predict the markets, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm like, you can't tell me that I can't. Like, that's why I said, like, you just gotta be built for this shit. Like, I was like this before I knew all this shit. I was like, I'm not convinced. You can't tell me this shit. You can't tell me I can't figure out how to read the charts or fucking making all our decisions based off the charts. You can't tell me that I can't figure this shit out. So I figured it out, right? Price is just randomly doing. You can't tell me price is just randomly doing. I don't know what the fuck price is doing, but you're not going to sit here and tell me that's just randomly doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So I figured that out, right? There's these millionaires online talking about some 25% win rates, all you need. You're not telling me you traded for 5 fucking years and you still ain't figure out how to increase your win rate from 25%. Right? Like, so a lot of this shit, I didn't just blink and say, okay, makes sense, or okay, he has a nice car, I'm just gonna listen to him. Like, no, like I listen and let what they said sink in, And I came to the conclusion that shit bullshit. That ain't my reality, right? So that's how I was able to figure all this shit out, because I was like, no, I just refuse to believe all the bullshit that be going around in these spaces. I was like, that's too convenient. But we just hit another TP. Let the members and students know Goal's doing his thing. Shout out to those that hopped in with us. If you want the exact signals and know exactly when to enter these trades, you know what to do. Join the advanced play signal room. Just hit TP1. That thing going timber now. Let's see what's going on, y'all. Let me see what y'all got going. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer. I'm gonna catch up to these chats, make sure I'm not missing anything. Exactly. I've been trading them last 60% for the past month. Sniping, found you last week. Just been watching. Play join the top of June. I think continue. And like I tell you, like, it's called the playbook for a reason, right? Promise you, and I can say this confidently: if you stick to the playbook, you will see success. Again, if you stick to the rules of the playbook, you will see success. I can confidently say that. Because after you get all these tools and the knowledge, it's literally just you versus you after that. Right? After you get all this knowledge and you get the playbook, it's literally just you versus you. You got to break your bad habits, replace them with good habits. You got to be disciplined. You can't be greedy. Right? So I'm going to give you all the tools, but after that, it's literally just you versus you. And that's the hardest part. It's the hard part for me too. Get some self-control with this shit, because I was literally just talking to a member yesterday during. I keep saying this, but I literally was. Like, I literally was just talking to a student yesterday about this. Right? It's like when you see when people talk about like treat trading like a video game. You can't do that shit, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm a gamer. By the way, I forgot. I gotta tell the people in the crypto telegram. I gotta send a link out again. Just message me if y'all are a member, either the Advanced Play Sitting Room 101 / Playmaker University. Message me, and I'll add you to the crypto group, crypto channel. But for those that's not, speaking of gaming, if y'all are gamers, I highly recommend to switch to Web3 gaming, because Web3 gaming, you're on the blockchain and you can make money while playing video games. I'm gonna say that again. You can actually make money playing video. I'm talking about like not this other shit where it's like, you watch an ad. I'm talking about every time you play a game, you're getting some of their cryptocurrency. You can sell your characters, or if it's a card, then your cards as NFTs in the video game and make money. Like, just look into Web3 gaming. That's all I'm gonna say. But back to this, right? Yeah, this is what I mean by you can't treat it like a video game, because I'm a gamer. Right? I don't game as much. I'd be busy, but I have my moments where, like, every few months I might game for like a little bit, right? I'm a heavy gamer. So when I play a game, if I lose a game, I'm running that shit back, right? If I lose a game, I can't end on this note. I got to keep playing till I get a win, right? I don't care if I lose 10 games, 20 games. I need to get a win. I hop off. With trading, you keep on trying to chase a win, you're going to blow your account. That's how motherfuckers blow their account in a week, right? And they blink. They're like, what just happened to my account? It's because you got locked in, lost in the sauce, and you kept on trying to chase that win. It's a video game, and you ended up on your account in a week, right? Now, the other end, if I win a game, I'm feeling good. I want to win a streak now. But with trading, if you win a trade, you go again, you could possibly lose that profit. You know what I'm saying? So it really just comes down to, once you have all the knowledge, it's literally just self-control and discipline. So that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like I said, it's trading is simple. We as people just make it complicated. You know what I'm saying? But trading itself is very, very, very simple. So GJ just retested this level. About to see if we can hold this bad boy as support. That's a nice retest right there. New 15 just popped up. Let's see what else we got going on. Take everything with a pinch of salt. Up on gold too. Yeah, we're up on gold too. It's got a little bit of work to do. But we're in profit right now on this. Thank you, Playmaker. Where you to go? See you next to this. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna hop out of this. Shout out to everybody in the live, y'all. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since y'all joined. Again, make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Steam and free Telegram. If you want to contact me directly, you can DM on Instagram, TikTok, or Telegram. I respond on messages. Just dropped the video for y'all yesterday. Make sure to check that out after this live's over. All playlists are up to date. I'll have another video dropping for y'all today as well. Probably not the beginning of New York session. I got some shit to do, but this evening, this afternoon, I got a video dropping for y'all. If you want to learn how to identify these levels, my exact strategy, student service mentorship program, make sure to hit those links in the description. You can join the advanced by student or join Playmaker University, y'all. And yeah, we'll be back at the same time tomorrow. London session 3 EST.